everybody, and welcome to our next Channeling the Ascension teachings with Ascended Master Lakeshma. And we have one of our Patreon members joining us today. Hello.
Hello.
So those of you who follow my work, you would be familiar with Lakeshma. If you're watching this for the first time, Lakeshma is an Ascended Master from Atlantis. So she was there in the first Great Awakening. So basically what happened in Atlantis in that first Great Awakening parallels what is happening now in this reality. So there's a lot of soul lessons and parallels there. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to go now into trance and bring forth Lakeshma for you. Well, hello, Diwan. It is Lakeshma coming through. I wanted to come through in this way. Diwans, do you know just how much you are shifting into higher states of consciousness? You are feeling the shifts. You are feeling the expansion within you. You are feeling the changes within your very vessel. This is the mirror effect. This is the changes of consciousness that is affecting your current reality experience. For my Diwans, there is no separation. And because there is no separation from the oneness of who you are, from the consciousness states that you are now holding and activating in your present reality now, you are shifting in every single way. Because, mighty one, who you truly are is source energy. What your vessel truly is source energy. And because you are a unique frequency of the one, this mirrors the consciousness level that the collective is bringing in, that the collective is ready to activate within them, to attract within their reality experience. And you are doing that. And because you have brought these higher states of consciousness into your reality, your vessel has now shifted. Are you feeling the shifts within your very vessel, within your very being? You're being called now to further release the programs that no longer serve you, the dimensions of self that has been cast in the shadows, that have been repressed within you, that have laid in your vibrational vicinity unloved. Now it is time to love all aspects of self. Now it is time to embrace all aspects of self, even those in the shadows, even those aspects of you which you have ignored for far too long. Those parts of you and those aspects of you which you have repressed within your energy field, that you have repressed in your subconscious. All that was subconscious, all that has been in the darkness, it's now being brought forth into the light. Are you seeing this? Have you been seeing these shifts? Yes, we have been guiding you on this process in the most gentle way. And you've been seeing this in world events that has allowed you to catalyze and to further bring forth these inner shadows up into the collective, into the surface of your conscious awareness. And it's a process, dear ones. It does not happen overnight. It is a process. It's enabling you to do this in the most effortless way, the way of ease, because there is much to be brought forth into your awareness. So you might perceive that it's been happening in an extended period of time in your perception. You may be perceiving that it's been happening for a long time. And you ask yourself, when will it ease? When will these ascension symptoms ease? When will I start feeling joy? Well, are you? Understand, dear one, that this processing will continue. But understand here, it doesn't have to be the main focus. It is about doing the process work when you are aware of the inner shadows. And the rest of the time, focus on your joy. Focus on what your heart is guiding you to explore. Understand here that you are now being called to be brave, to step forward, to jump into the unknown. If you are experiencing fear, keep coming up for you whenever you're feeling guided. If you feel that you're in a cycle of fear, then perhaps look at what you are resisting. The more you resist to the calling of the heart, of the soul, the more you resist to you exploring your inner shadows, the more fear you will experience, and the more you will feel it manifested in your physical being. So what are you resisting? For some, this resistance is even your own power. Understand that you are processing not just your inner shadows from this life, but you are healing in your human terminology. You are uniting the separated aspects of self for many dimensions of self, for many different timelines. And for many of you, especially those of you that have been persecuted for you expressing your power, some of these paradigms are coming up to the surface for you now. So ask yourself, honestly, are you fearful of your own power? Are you fearful of using your voice, of expressing your truth in your physical reality? There was a time, and a time that's happening parallel to this life, for all timelines are occurring parallel in this time continuum. And there are dimensions of self in many timelines where your voice perhaps was not warranted. Perhaps you were persecuted. But now it is time to push past that fear by raising your perception of self. Because, my dear ones, yes, although in some lives you are being persecuted, in this life you are not. So focus it on this present life. Understand here that is in you pushing past the fear and expressing your truth, where you heal those other lives, where you step boldly into your courageous self and expressing your truth uniquely. Let go of any comparisons of what you think you should be doing on how you should be expressing it. For you are a unique expression of source consciousness. So the way you express your divine self is unique. So be unique. Express your uniqueness. Let go of how others will perceive you. If you have fear around how others will perceive you, around how others may judge you, what is that telling you about your belief systems? Are you judging yourself? Are you in the habit of judging your journey, judging your progress? Understand that these fears that come up for you is for you. It is a mirror to your belief systems about your own path and about your own reality. So what are you not accepting, dear ones? And on the other hand, some of you who have united the separated selves to such a degree where they're more aligned to the oneness state of consciousness in physical reality, you are going through many physical shifts, felt shifts, heralding higher dimensions of consciousness. So understand here, no matter where you are in your journey, you are shifting. And you're being called to release the resistance, to release and to address the inner shadows, and to be in allowance with the shifts that's happening within your body. You are becoming more sensitive to the inner guidance. For you are all psychic. There is no ability you have to attain, for it's all there already within you. Or the wisdom of who you truly are, or the abilities that you possess in this lifetime are already there within you. And they become unlocked and released in accordance to your vibration. Your vibration is the key to unlock the magic of your universe, the magic of who you are within this physical reality. To do that is to address the inner darkness, the inner shadows, the judgment of self, the judgment of others. And as you do this processing work, this introspective work, notice the guidance coming to you. Yes, for you, some of you, this might be a new experience for you. And you may second guess this guidance. You may think it is your own thoughts. You may think it is your own imagination, but it is the guidance, the wisdom coming from all that is from within you. Yes, you can label it as us, as external beings, as a universe, as God, as source, as your higher self, but understand we are all within you. So listen to the knowing within you, your intuition within you. When you take action, is it coming from a place of fear or from a place of love? And as you become more sensitive and as you become more aware of your vibrations, this will get more easier for you. But understand when it's inspired guidance coming to you, you may experience fear because it's going to ask you to step out of your comfort zone. But this is how you raise your frequency, and this is how you activate more of your power, and this is how you manifest your divine power in physical reality and your divine purpose here. For you are divine and you are of the stars, you are of the universe, you are manifestation of all that is, dear ones. And you are now awakening to this truth within you. So it's time to stop second guessing yourself. It is time to stop second guessing your power and your abilities. For you are the universe, dear ones. And it's time for you to go into your heart space. It's time for you to take those walls down, dear ones. You have in your realities like to feel this perception of security, even though concepts of security, it's tied to a third dimensional existence because you're already safe, you're already perfect, because you're a source. It is these barriers you've placed around your heart center that prevents you from allowing the full flow of who you are to come realize in your conscious awareness. So D1, are you ready? And are you willing to take those bricks down? Are you willing to be more vulnerable as you step forward? Are you willing to express your power and your truth and your wisdom, regardless of how others will perceive you? Understand here that you plant seeds of consciousness. So understand if you are inspired and you take certain action steps, speak certain words of wisdom, you create a ripple effect, changing many around you and shifting the whole collective consciousness. You give permission for others to shine their own light. Can't you see? By you being in your authentic self, by you expressing your authentic self, by you stepping into your power, expressing your power, you raise a collective frequency. So even if you have inspired words to say just to one person, you just do not know how this will affect that person. You plant the seed. and you create a network of light throughout all that is. You empower that person goes on to empower another person. You are all connected to all that is, to all of your brothers and sisters here on Mother Earth, on Gaia, and all that is, and all the universes. It is a time when you are reuniting with your brothers and sisters in oneness. But for you to reach that awareness, for you to reach that dimensional existence where you are aware of your oneness family, both here and of the stars, you are required, if you so choose, to unite the oneness within yourself. Because how can you see the oneness in your reality? How can you see the oneness with you and your star families and all that is if you cannot see the oneness within yourself, within your own reality? Because everything is a mirror to who you are. Everything is a mirror to your consciousness. So it's time, dear ones, to unite yourself by embracing, by accepting all aspects of you, all actions you have taken or behaviors you have done. Understand you don't have to agree with certain things, but it's about being in acceptance. This releases the resistance. Let go of the attachments, the sense of security. Allow yourself to be free by being in the present moment. Being in the present moment is a paradigm, dimension that allows all the magic of the universe, that allows you to express the totality of who you are in your reality in accordance to your current vibration. So be and act from the present. And it is here where you fine-tune your guidance, dear ones. You do not have to step 100 steps ahead. It is a momentum shift. And as you receive guidance for one step, and once you take action on that step, you are declaring to yourself and the universe that you are ready to explore more of who you are in your reality. So you will receive more steps from this. It's a momentum of energy that propels you deeper within yourself, that propels you deeper into the exploration of who you are. But you must take that first step. For you to manifest a life you truly desire, for you to manifest your soul purpose and physical reality, for you to explore this in your unique missions here, is for you to step past your fear, is for you to make your voice known. Yes, you are the light workers and the way showers. You can choose not to enact your role here, but understand just by you being in alignment with who you are affecting the whole collective consciousness. You are the ones that's bringing in New Earth consciousness. It's up to you, dear ones. But understand it's about embracing your physical reality. Understand that your reality is perfect in every single way. Understand it is a divine manifestation that you have co-created to allow you to explore the contrast, to allow this contrast to catalyze you deeper within your heart space, to allow you to experience duality dimensions as an expression of source. This experience is highly advanced, but you do not see it. For you to be source creators and for you to be witness and engage with your own creation is a highly advanced experience. Understand that not all dimensions and all realities you have this experience. The fact you have a physical experience shows how powerful you are. And the fact you are now becoming aware of your oneness state beyond the physical reality, and you are bridging the two worlds, recognizing, remembering that they are the one and the same, dear ones. Are you ready for the shift? Are you ready to explore more of who you are? Then jump, dear ones. Jump into the unknown. Push past your fear and step courageously into the known and into the unknown. But understand it doesn't have to be grand steps. Some of you are waiting for these grand booming steps to come to you until you take action. But understand the action steps that are guided for you to take may be small, so you disregard them. But understand it's a momentum shift. So once you take these action steps, you will find the steps become more expansive because you're declaring that you are ready for more steps, that you're ready for more explorations. So are you ready? Are you ready to let go of the resentment? Are you ready to let go of the resistance? Are you ready to let go of the fear by stepping into it, by accepting it, by loving it, by uniting it within you to transmute it into unconditional love and unconditional acceptance? Because that is who you are. You are unconditional love. You are source energy. Dear ones. It is with such honor that we come through today, dear ones. Do you have any questions today?
Thank you. Just before this session, I had an insight or a thought that I think might be relevant. That we really, or I can't really imagine how big this change is, and that my lack of imagination also slows the progress. Okay, so am I making sense?
Would you please clarify, dear one?
That I'm not really allowing the magic that could be to come in because I'm still stuck in the old.
Dear one, there is a fear of the unknown within you, a fear of your own power within you. But understand that these very fears that you have within you is your tool to unlock more of who you are, to express magic in the world. It is through your own abilities of alchemization that allows you to use this to propel your own inner journey. For understand, for you to express fully the magic into the world is for you to use that magic on yourself. Because this allows you to give you the tools, and this allows you to have the first-hand witness of just how powerful you are. For how can you go into the world and express magic when you cannot see the magic within yourself? So understand it is a process here. It is a process of letting go these programs that you will have attached yourself to allow you to feel more secure within the world. That has allowed you to feel like you have an identity within the world, that you have a place within the world. But understand that world is based on a third dimensional reality that has now shifted. So that identity in that world no longer exists. So you're called now to embrace more of who you are. So understand the foundations that you have placed yourself in, that you have attached yourself to, is falling away. And this creates some uneasiness within you. You ask yourself, how do I fit in? How do I express my magic? And the fear comes over you because those foundations, those systems, those programs that you have attached yourself to that allowed you to navigate your reality has shifted. But understand you don't have to reach outside of yourself like you did before. You no longer have to control your reality like you did before. It's about surrendering and allowing from your heart space. Letting go of those walls you've placed around your heart. Understand your heart is your navigation tool here. Being vulnerable. And we know this can be challenging to be vulnerable because there are many stories in relations to what is to be vulnerable. Limited perspectives on what it is to be vulnerable. And we understand this. But understand, D1, all the wisdom that you seek is within you. It's up to you, D1, to continue to let go of what no longer serves you. For you to allow more activations to occur within you. It is about releasing and transmuting the denser energies within you. That you're ready to be released, but you are attaching yourself to third dimensional stories. So it remains because it's still needed. Because there are still beliefs there that you are required to look at, to address. So understand, no matter where you are on your path, you are perfectly where you are supposed to be. It's through alchemization, through the fear, by using acceptance, by using the energies of oneness in your reality, such as the energies of Gaia, of Mother Nature, to assist in the alchemization process. If you are having issue with connecting with the oneness within yourself, connect with the oneness of Gaia, because she is a mirror of you. Connect with the oneness of others, your human brothers or sisters, or your animal brothers and sisters, because they are a reflection of you, of the oneness. So there are many ways to connect to the oneness. But there comes a point where you have to address the oneness within you, go within you. And because you're exploring a new reality, any attachments are no longer there. You are grasping for attachments to allow you to feel more secure in this reality. But the way to navigate this new reality is to not attach yourself to control mechanisms, to paradigms of identity. It is about connection from the heart center. This is your anchor. Whereas before, your anchor was in conditions of your physical reality, conditions of your identity. It was from outside of you. These were your anchor. For all of you in a duality world, in a duality paradigm, you've placed your anchors in how to navigate your reality from external forces, external conditions, to make you feel joyous, to make you feel aligned. But understand that world is no longer existing. Yes, it still is visible and experienced by you because you've only attaching yourself to it. So once you let go of the attachment, it'll be transformed. And it is okay. It's a process to let go of the old to bring in the new. And it'll be released when you are ready. So understand this is your journey forwards, knowing that these anchors that were outside of yourself is now within you, within your heart space. You're required to let go and release and anchor yourself within your heart space. And this anchor within your heart space anchors you into physical reality. It is the new earth consciousness in your terminology. It is feeling your way through physical reality, tapping into your intuitive senses within you to navigate your reality. And we know it can be challenging as you swim in these waters that appear to be unfamiliar to you, but you've done this before and you are doing this in many realities. So it's about building up your perception of self. It's about letting go of those walls you've placed around your hardy ones. And surrendering to who you are, knowing that you are worthy, knowing that you are powerful, knowing that you are God creators, knowing that you are source. You have all the power of all that is within you. We are within you. You are truly abundant. You are truly powerful. You have just forgotten this for yourself. So as you surrender more to who you are within your heart space, then this remembrance will come forwards in your conscious awareness, one step at a time. So practice going into your heart space, dear ones. Practice feeling the love that you are in your meditations, connecting to Mother Gaia. Connect to the heart space. Feel the love of who you are within your heart space. This is the divine, this is the pathway to your divine self. This is the connection to your source essence within your heart space. If you want to align to the powerful self, to the source essence, it is found within your heart space. It is found through loving and accepting all aspects of you and all aspects of others and all aspects of your reality. So what are you not forgiving? What are you judging? Whether it is about yourself, about your reality, or about others. Are you practicing acceptance in all dimensions and all aspects of oneness? And it takes time because you've been conditioned to not be in acceptance of certain dynamics, certain conditions, certain realities. So it's okay if you feel fear. It is okay if you feel resistance. It's one step at a time. So return back to the love of who you are by exploring aspects in your physical reality that is aligned to the love of who you are. These can be hobbies, activities that brings you joy, that connects you to the heart energies, that makes you feel your heart opening. So it's a dynamic balance here between the processing, looking at your limiting beliefs, your rational fears, your perceptions of duality, and at the same time, focusing on what brings you joy, what brings you happiness, what brings you love. It is not about repressing the inner shadows. It is about addressing them when they pop up for you. If you feel fear, this is a good thing because it's alerting you to the fact you have a limiting belief. It is a pathway for you to remember more of who you are. So if you're feeling fear, any emotion of fear, of sadness, of all the different shades of fear, bring it into your heart space, surrender it into your heart space, feel the emotion. And we understand this can be difficult and challenging and makes you feel uncomfortable. But understand this is how you remember who you are. For all of you, for the collective, the energies are available now that has allowed you to open your heart further. The energies are now available for you to go deeper into yourself. That allows you to transmute more easily. But you still have to do these action steps. We cannot do this for you because you are God creators. We can only guide you to a certain point. To have the full manifestation of this is for you to take action because that's what God creators do. That's why you're in physical reality. If you do not need to take action steps, you will not be in a physical reality. But because you're God creators expressed within a physical reality, you are required to complete the process by taking inspired action steps, despite the fear, despite feeling uncomfortable. This is how you bridge the two worlds together and to unlock and to fully express the full potentiality of your magical self in physical reality, dear one. Are you starting to feel that power within you, dear one?
I think for me, I'm coming into more and more trust. I've still a lot of fear inside of letting go and so on. And but I mean, I'm at that age that I've lived a seemingly long life within the old paradigm, and sort had kind of given up actually on everything because I was just tired and disappointed. And I guess I'm stuck with that still to some extent.
It is the attachments of the old ways of operating that you have resistance of letting go of, and that is okay. You have adopted many conditionings that has allowed you to attach to conditions of your physical reality. So understand here, it may take time to release what no longer serves you. But it's the way you journey through these dimensions. By you accepting where you are at. If you're feeling resistance, if you're feeling fear, you can be in acceptance of that. To honor your path, to honor your journey. Because dear one, you judge yourself and you judge your journey. And this creates more resistance. So, be in acceptance of where you are in your journey. Understand that you are exactly where you are supposed to be. This helps you to release the resistance, the blocks that are around your heart center. Practicing love in action helps to take those walls down, to take those attachments down, to release that resistance. Heartfelt activities. What brings you joy? Do that. And this will allow you to more easily address the inner shadows when they come up for you. Ask how it is for you. Process it. Write it down. Journal about it when you experience fear. And ask yourself, how is it for you? What is it showing me about myself? What is it showing me about my belief systems? What is it showing me about duality and oneness? You can do this, my dear one. But understand here, it is about releasing the judgment of self, judgment of your own journey, and being in acceptance of where you are at. Because, my dear one, you have traveled far. You've expanded so much, my dear one, from where you used to be. So celebrate that, my dear one. Celebrate the achievements in you addressing what no longer serves you and releasing what no longer serves you. So understand here, everything is preparing you. Everything is assisting you for you to explore your purpose here. Because you have asked for you to remember who you are. You have asked for you to remember more of your life purpose here, your specific missions. And because you've asked to remember, you're required to go through this unique journey. So remember, you have all the tools within you, all the technologies within you to do this. The oneness technologies is within you. And this is how you remember more of who you are in your oneness state. And is this vibrational work that allows you to remember more of your specific missions, what action to take. And as you do that, and as you step boldly into the unknown, you'll find your reality will manifest in a way that shapes and mirrors your vibration. For it is all one and the same. As you raise your vibration, You manifest a dimension of reality that reflects that vibration. The dimensions that already exist in the multiverse. It's already within you. Are you ready to step forward, T1?
Well, clearly I've been hesitating quite a little bit, so I think I'll just have to go step by step.
That is the
Small
way.
step.
Step by step. Let go of any attachments of these grand steps that you must take. To the steps that you are guided to take in the moment. Understand that these steps may be perceived to be small steps. You may perceive them to be insignificant steps. But in terms of vibration, they are powerful, grand steps. So honor the steps that are guided to you, from the universe, from all that is, because it is you. You are guiding yourself here. So raise your perception of self. Raise your perception that you are capable. Because you have all the abilities within you. So practice the alchemization process on transforming fear to acceptance, to unconditional love, to unity consciousness. And it's through love that you do that. It is through acceptance that you do that. It is through oneness technologies and practices that you do that. D1. Is there any other questions before we finish here today, D1?
Not right now. Thank you very much for coming through.
D1s. Understand here that who you truly are is truly multidimensional. Know the dimensions of you where you are fully conscious of your soul purpose, fully consciously exploring your divinity and your power is already existing in the multiverse. And it's about attracting that dimension to you in this reality. And to do that, it is the vibration. To do that is through the love. It is through acceptance. Acceptance is we would say, the most least resistant way to do it, because it is alignment with neutrality. Neutrality is source consciousness. Acceptance is neutrality. But with the human paradigm, acceptance is also a frequency of love. It is a frequency of source consciousness, a frequency of unconditional love, which is source consciousness. So practice being the source being that you are by exploring your reality, by exploring your inner journey to the eyes of source, that is through the eyes of unconditional love, through acceptance. And as you get comfortable with practicing acceptance of all that is, you can raise that vibration even further by practicing high vibrational aspects of love. Because that is the antidote to fear. That is the tool to alchemize fear dimensions of duality into oneness unity. Practice gratitude. Practice excitement. Practice joy. Can you see how things are for you and conditions are for you? Understand here that everyone in your reality is assisting you, playing different roles for you, consciously and unconsciously, to assist you to remember who you are and why you are here. And at the most foundational level, why you are here is to be God creators in physical reality, for you to experience physical reality, experience through all the through all the dimensions of the human experience. So you were supposed to experience all dimensions of fear, because this is how Source expands itself, by having a human experience. You're much more than human, but the human programs that were aligned to the human paradigm in relations to duality and fear has allowed you to experience, has allowed you to take action and utilize a catalyst mechanism that has allowed you to propel and expand your consciousness, not just here for the collective, not just here in your own individual consciousness, your perception of individuality, but also you're expanding the consciousness of all that is and all the worlds and all the universes. That is how powerful you are. So embrace your physical reality. Everything in your physical reality is for you, is a soul lesson, is a game of expansion here. What might seem to be mundane to you, as unspiritual to you, is highly advanced spiritual playground where you get to create and co-create. So once you can raise your perception to your reality and raise your perception to self, you will unlock the inner keys, the inner technologies to assist you to move forward, to activate more of those, what you call as high dimensions into your physical reality. It is with such love that we come through today. Know that we are one. Know that you are love. Know that you are never alone, because we are you. We are aspects of you as unique frequencies of the one. So all the wisdom that we speak is the wisdom that is within you. And you're remembering this one step at a time. Until next time, farewell.
Goodbye.